Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. This time, we're starting Chapter 4 of Mockingjay by Susan Collins. The stink of unwashed bodies, stale urine, and infection breaks through the cloud of antiseptic. The three figures are only just recognizable by their most striking fashion choices. Venia's gold facial tattoos, Flavius's orange corkscrew curls, Octavia's light evergreen skin, which now hangs too loosely, as if her body were a slowly deflating balloon. On seeing me, Flavius and Octavia shrank back against the tiled walls like they're anticipating an attack, even though I have never hurt them. Unkind thoughts were my worst offense against them, and those I kept to myself. So, why do they recoil? The guards ordering me out, but by the shuffling that follows, I know Gale has somehow detained him. For answers, I crossed to Venia, who was always the strongest. I crouched down and take her icy hands, which clutched mine like vices. What happened, Venia? I asked. What are you doing here? They took us from the capital, she says hoarsely. Plutarch enters behind me. What on earth is going on? Who took you? I press her. People, she says vaguely. The night you broke out. We thought it might be comforting for you to have your regular team, Plutarch says behind me. Cinna requested it. Cinna requested this. I snarl at him because if there's one thing I know is that Cinna would never have approved the abuse of these three, who he managed with gentleness and patience. Why are they being treated like criminals? I honestly don't know. There's something in his voice that makes me believe him, and the pallor on Fulvia's face confirms it. Plutarch turns to the guard, who's just appeared in the doorway with Gale right behind him. I was only told they were being confined. Why are they being punished? For stealing food. We had to restrain them after an altercation over some bread, says the guard. Venia's brows come together as if she's still trying to make sense of it. No one will tell us anything. We were so hungry. It was just one slice she took. Octavia began to sob, muffling the sound in her ragged tunic. I think of how the first time I survived the arena, Octavia sneaked me a roll under the table because she couldn't bear my hunger. I crawl across to her shaking form. Octavia? I touch her, and she flinches. Octavia, it's going to be all right. I'll get you out of here, okay? This seems extreme, says Plutarch. It's because they took a slice of bread? Asks Gale. There were repeated infractions leading up to that. They were warned. Still, they took more bread. The guard pauses a moment, as if puzzled by her density. You can't take bread. I can't get Octavia to uncover her face, but she lifts it slightly. The shackles on her wrist shift down a few inches, feeling raw sores beneath them. I'm bringing you to my mother. I address the guard. Unchain them. The guard shakes his head. It's not authorized. Unchain them. Now, I yell. This breaks his composure. Average citizens don't address him this way. I have no release orders, and you have no authority to do it on my authority, says Plutarch. We came to collect these three anyway. They're needed for special defense. I'll take full responsibility. The guard leaves to make a call. He returns with a set of keys. The preps have been forced into cramped body positions for so long that even once the shackles are removed, they have trouble walking. Gale, Plutarch, and I have to help them. Flavius's foot catches on a metal grate over a circular opening in the floor. My stomach contracts when I think of why a room would need a drain. The stains of human misery that must have been hosed off these white tiles. And that's where I'm going to end this reading session for tonight. I hope this really happy chapter has made your day, night, or, whatever. Hell, you could be fucking watching this dramatic reading on Christmas and I'm like, this is happy, this is how I want to spend my Christmas. I don't know. I don't know what when you crazy people watch my videos. Anyways, just to repeat, no spoilers for what happens later on in the book. You can talk about the point we've got into in the most recent part of my dramatic readings, and for Mockingjay, since this is the third book in the trilogy, of course you can spill all the spoilers from Catching Fire and the Hunger Games. And I won't be giving my thoughts on the chapter until I finish it. So, yeah. Oh, it's been so long since I've talked to you. My precious. It was behind a box. It's usually closer to the front. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm a lunatic, but anyways, here comes the part of my dramatic readings where I take a shot of sake, and since I don't actually have not a sake glass, the whole bottle's a sake glass, but a shot glass, I just drink a random amount. And if you want to join in, take a shot of some sort of alcohol, liquor, whatever, take a shot of absinthe, take a shot of Bud Light, I don't really care. And if you don't like alcohol for any various reasons, take a shot of milk, water, orange juice. I'm actually having hot chocolate, so hey, there's you go. And Silene is actually still alive there. She got out of the cage tonight. I let her out and she had fun. So, this shot is to Silene, still doing decent. Here. That was probably less than a shot. But anyway, if you do, if you have listened to my dramatic reading and you're like, I want to own my own copy of Mockingjay, maybe you just you're just like, I want to see what happens next. I don't want to wait until Jash releases another video in her dramatic reading. Or you can say, I want to read the actual book without, Jashikin's interpretation. And that's what this dramatic reading is. It's another adaptation. And deciding when, what inflections to do at what point, pauses and such. So it's really another adaptation. So if you want to read it yourself for any of those two reasons or any other reasons you can think of, and you want to get the book, but you also want to support me, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, a link is in the description to buy the book. Get your very own copy. And if you're watching on my blog, there will be an ad for it below the bloopers, so at the very bottom of this post. Yeah. Not too many bloopers this time, but I guess that's actually a good thing. And until next video, goodbye.